Hello everyone, nice to meet you guys. It's a pleasure to be with you here today. Today we'll be talking about the athletes, about people who sports every single day, who practice sports, who work with that, who have this working life, who practice that, and how they are really getting stronger and faster nowadays. And it's hard to notice that, but like when we compare years ago to nowadays, it's clearly it's like it's easy to see that nowadays the athletes they are bigger, they are faster, they're stronger, they're everything. And today we'll be talking about that. But first of all, we need to talk a little bit about who talked first than me. Who is the guy who really talked about that? He's a guy who really studied about that. He's a good guy. He studied about this for her entire life. He have a lot of projects, a lot of speeches about that. And this guy is called David Epstein. This guy is a big guy when talking about sports, about people who wants to make it bigger, who think that the sports is meaningful for our life, and how we can study that, and how big, how large is the study about that. He is American, and he's, if I'm not wrong, is about 49 years old. He's not that young. He already watched it. He already lived the different moments of sports years ago when people used to be, how can I say, smaller or like softer, like weaker. Then nowadays everyone is strong. Everyone like is made for her sports. He's American, and he wrote two big books. For me, the best one, The Sports Jane. This book is fire. This book is so good. It's talk a little bit about the science, about the performance of athlete. I mean, how can people be particularly like made for the sports? For example, basketball. We're talking about people who run marathons, stuff like that. People are made for that, and the science between that, the science inside that is big. And he have another one that is why genetic trump is a specialized word in a specialized word. And these two books, he have two books that was New York Times bestsellers. Ou seja, like, I mean, this is good. This is really good for to a books to be on the bestsellers. He's good. So I will be talking about his speech today. So first of all, we need to be, we need to be in the mindset to understand that years ago people used to be, how can I use the perfect word, used to be more weak. I can say that used to be smaller, used to be slower. For in this example, for example, and here I'm comparing using boat. If you don't know using boat, you are living in the wrong place. You're not in the world. He's considered like the faster guy in the world. He won like a lot of Olympics. So this guy runs a lot. And when we compare he with years ago, we see how people that time, people years ago wasn't that good. Of course, for their moments, they were so good. But nowadays, they are like only a normal guy, and I don't know, just another one that is not the biggest. For example, Tom Burke, the on 1896, I mean, like more than 100 years ago. No, yeah, more than 100 years ago. I mean, this guy in that moment he was so fast, but nowadays you can see is the difference is 12 seconds. Also, I mean, you see, it's clearly that that moment were so different. Jose, same thing, 10 seconds different. Bob, 10 seconds too. And you can see like during the time they are getting better and better and better. And you can see Carl Lewis, okay, 90 seconds. Okay, we can see Dovan and Donovan. All right, 90 seconds difference too. But you can see like it's clearly, it's getting better and better. It's about to beat Usain Bolt. But of course, on to beat, I think to someone beat Usain Bolt, like he wasn't born yet. You see, you can see the difference between that. Let's talk about other sports. Talk about NBA. NBA, everyone knows NBA. NBA is a place that only tall guys, like little giants people that is 7 foot tall, they are insane, clearly insane. And you can see in this graphic, it's easy to pay attention. It's easy to see it. Here, 1950, you can see people there small. It's not that small, of course. To be on NBA, you need to be more than a normal people, right? A normal person. I mean, 6'4", 6'4" is not that high. Yeah, of course, it's a tall people, it's a tall person, but it's not that high compared to nowadays. You can see now on 2021, for example, it's about to get in down, but I think we are already in 2024, so probably it's about to getting bigger and bigger. You can see here, 2011, for example. Here we have a big, like 6'7". You see, there are people so tall, people are so big, and this evolution are getting better, bigger and bigger. People nowadays look like they are made for that. They were born for this. It's something crazy to think about, cause people nowadays, if for a normal people, you can't be on a league, for example, you can't run. If you're not like that fast, you can't run. It looks like people was made for that, huh, as I said. And here you can, it's a good comparison here. It's the Vitruvian Man made for Da Vinci. Everyone knows that, right? Nowadays, I like to compare this image with NBA because it's not about only be tall. It's about to be strong. It's about to be big. Not only tall. It's about big. This Vultron Man looks. It shows us how can a person can be when they open their arms. It's the same tall, the same, how can I say, the same meters. And then when you are up, so it's kind of the same. Like, and when he opens the arms, it's the same. But now, if you put a NBA player there, it's you see that it's different. NBA players have big arms. NBA players, it's not only tall, they have big arms, they have big feet, they have strong. They have like a good bounce, for example. They are different. They are made for that. And that's what I talked about today. And for me, in my conclusion, nowadays it's getting hard and hard and hard and hard and hard to be a professional in something. Not only about soccer, not only about basketball, not only about running. Now it's everything. If one wants to dance, for example, ballet, I don't know, jazz, something like that, people are getting small to be more faster to dance, for example. People who wants to play tennis, for example, they are getting taller but not so strong because they need to be fast in the same time, being a lot of plays in the same time. So people are, yes, they are getting better, getting faster, getting bigger, getting strong, or getting, I don't know, weaker to be faster in the dance, for example. They are getting, I don't know, smaller to, I don't know, run faster in an obstacle run, for example. That's basically what I think. That's my conclusion. I think people nowadays need to work more than people years ago Because if you were not born for that, you will have to work so hard. Here, my reference page. Hope you enjoy. Have a nice week and enjoy your life. Thank you very much.